17 years hard, watching everybody hustle different. Some with the corner, some with the pen, some with the instrument of choice. Whatever gets the family through the winter. My old man worked 2 jobs and still came up a little thinner. Every check he brought home, every bill it disappeared into. Taught me early that the paper moves faster than the truth do. So I picked my lane, picked the careful, picked the steady. Wasn't chasing fast money, chasing something more ready. Built for the long stretch, not the corner sprint. Watch cats flash and fade in a single fiscal quarter. That's the hand. That fast money burns fast. That's just simple math. Took the longer road, the one that don't come with a laugh. Track at the end, just a quiet kind of building. Brick by brick, dollar by dollar, no rush, no gilding. That's the lesson my old man taught without a single lecture. Just show me with his hands what the paper cost to capture. G.U.A.P, that's the only thing that's constant. Sit up and provide, that's the only thing I'm on then. G.U.A.P, watch it move the whole room. Everything around you bends to it. Remember that? Nah, my story different. My old man wasn't around for it. I had to learn the paper chase alone. Had to earn my orbit around the block quick. Corner store in the corner, then the harder corner, then the one where nobody wants about what's coming. About the weight that's attached to every dollar that you make outside the lines that they patch together for us. The Lego ones, the Sanction Road. I took the other one, the heavier, the one that bends your soul. Made my fast, made it dirty, made it look easy on the surface, but the underneath was never breezy. Lost people to it, lost years to it, lost sleep to it. Learned the hardest way that money don't come clean if you steal to it. Now I'm older, now I'm careful, now I redirect it. Same drive, different avenue. Finally got the sense to check it. Before it checked me first, before the paper took the final say. That's the only wisdom that the harder road could ever really pay. Wait, that's the only thing that's constant. Get up and provide, that's the only thing I'm on then. G.U.A.P, watch it move the whole room. Everything around you bends to it. Remember that? Remember, life's been the only way the choices be. Tyson decking, stay round for same face, yes. Wait, ain't different choices, same debt to pay. G.U.A.P, that's the only component.
Yo, everybody got their own forecast. Some of these dudes calm, some of these dudes chaos. Let me break it down for you, one system at a time.
Check the forecast, check the sky today. Everybody got a different way they move and sway. Some bring the sunshine, some bring the flood. Check the forecast before you step out.
Moves like a storm system, quiet for the impact. Barometric pressure dropping right before I get to spit. That first bar hits like thunder, second bar's the lightning, third bar's the aftermath. The block's still surviving, I don't announce it, don't send out no warning. I just show up something like a Tuesday morning. Sky was clear, then it wasn't. That's the whole entire method. Catch you off guard, catch you looking up a wilder. Some stores pass quick, some stores linger, stay a minute. Mine stays exactly as long as the bar demands no limit. I ain't destructive for the sake of being reckless, I'm just powerful, and power don't always come gentle with checks. So when you hear the thunder rolling, hear it building distant, understand the storm's arriving. Ain't no point in resistance, just find your shelter, wait it out, let the system pass. That's respect, not fear, the weather always out.
Check the forecast, check the sky today. Everybody got a different way they move and sway. Some bring the sunshine, some bring the flood. Check the forecast before you step out.
I'm the opposite extreme, I'm the drought, I'm the dry season. Everybody thirsty for the rain, but I will hold it for a reason. Scat City make the water precious, make it worth the wait. Every bar I do drop hit different, cause I don't go to saturate the market with content. I let the silence build the hunger, then when I finally pour it out, the thirst make the impact stronger. Some rappers flood the game, drop weekly, drop constant, dilute their own value till the whole thing feels less prominent. I'm passionate like the desert, patient like the cracked earth, waiting for the one good rain that makes the whole ecosystem change, and that's the power of restraint. That's a lesson people skip. Everybody wanna flood the timeline, I'd rather drought it than equip. The one drop with enough weight to actually shift something, actually be remembered longer than the moment, than a trending. That's the drop philosophy. Scat City creates the yearning, wait for me. I'm worth the wait to check the forecast, check the sky today. Everybody got a different way they move and sway. Some bring the sunshine, some bring the flood. Check the forecast before you step out. Understood? I'm neither one of them. I'm something bigger, something total. I'm the hurricane, I'm the eye in the whole rotation. Global, I contain the storm and the calm, both simultaneous. Center of me still and quiet while the edges get dangerous. That's the balance, that's the mastery, that's the real skill. Being chaos and being centered, being calm inside the thrill of everything spinning around you, still finding your composure. That's not luck, that's not accident.
evident that years of exposure to pressure, to pain, to everything that could have broke me. Instead it just refined the system, refined how the wind spoke through me. I don't ask permission from the sky to be this powerful. I just move according to my nature, unapologetically thorough. People caught in my path either learn to build better shelter or they learn respect the hard way. Learning in the swelter of what happens when you underestimate a force that's ancient. I'm not new weather, I'm the oldest pattern. Just recently patient.
Check the forecast, check the sky today. Everybody got a different way they move and sway. So bring the sunshine, so bring the flood. Check the forecast before you step out. Understood?
That's the whole system right there. 3 different fronts, one sky. Check the forecast before you step out. A whole system right there. 3 different fronts, one sky. Check the forecast before you step out. A whole system right there. 3 different fronts, one sky. Check the forecast before you step out. A whole system right there. 3 different fronts, one sky. Check the forecast before you step out.
Yo, can see your own reflection clearly. 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 Yo, can see your own reflection clearly.
I spar with shadows cause the real ones can't keep pace. Every punch I throw is aimed at my own form of face. The version of me that used to flinch, used to hesitate. Now I train against the deli, that's the only debate worth having in my head. Everybody else's commentary, background noise while I refine the art. Refine the artillery of bars that don't miss. Bars built like precision engineering, every syllable position exact. Nothing left to the hearing. Chance, everything calculated like a chess grandmaster. 3 moves ahead while you still figuring out the disaster. Recovery plan, I don't even need to counter, cause I already ended it before you finish your opening banner. Call it overconfidence, I call it preparation. Years of sparring with my own reflection, my own frustration. Turned into fuel, turned into this exact velocity. I move it now, unreachable, approaching the ferocity of somebody who stopped fearing failure a long time ago. Now I just fear stagnation, that's the only shadow I still throw punches at. Relentless, refining, till the technique's so clean it looks like the whole thing's designed by something bigger than effort. Looks effortless from the outside, but you don't see the mirror sessions, don't see the nears I
Yo, can see your own reflection clearly. 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 Yo, can see your own reflection clearly.
Different approach, same discipline, different execution. I don't spar with shadows, I dissect the whole entire institution of what makes a bar work, what makes the structure hold. Study the architecture while these other cats just follow the mold. That's already broken, already predictable, already tired. I'm building something with foundation, something actually required to last past the moment, past the single listen, past the trend. I'm thinking legacy while you thinking about the weekend. That's the difference in approach, that's the difference in the outcome. Some of us building monuments, some of us just building income for a single quarter, single cycle, single fleeting relevance. I'm not chasing that, I'm chasing something with permanence. So when I step up to the mirror, I ain't checking my reflection, I'm checking the blueprint, checking the entire directional path we're building towards, brick by brick, deliberate, exact. Every bar's a structural piece, nothing wasted, nothing slack. That's mastery, not flash. That's the real distinction here. Anybody can shine for a moment, you build to last a career.
Yo, can see your own reflection clearly. 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 Yo, can see your own reflection clearly.
Respect the different method, respect the different lens, but we arrive at the same place, same conclusion in the end. Mastery ain't loud, mastery is quiet and consistent. Built through reps that nobody sees, built through the distant. I was in the mirror, I was in a notebook, I was refining something that looks effortless but took years designing. That's the real shadow boxing, not the punches, not the sparring, it's the discipline behind it. The part that's less alarming to talk about, less flashy, but it's the entire engine behind every bar that lands, behind every clean convention. We break just by being better than the room expects. That's the actual mirror match, that's the actual respect we owe to the craft, to the years, to the quiet building. Nobody claps for the practice, they just clap for the finished feeling. So here's to the shadows, here's to the mirror, here's to the grind, here's to becoming something sharper every single time.
Yo, can see your own reflection clearly. Bro, yo, can see your own reflection clearly. 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 Yo, can see your own
People always got something to say about how I move. Like, alright, cool, noted. Anyway, everybody got an opinion about the way I dress. Say I'm not hard enough, say I'm not soft, say I'm a mess of contradictions. Can't be boxed into a single category. That's not a flaw, my friend, that's just the actual glory of being a whole person instead of a marketing angle. I like the things I like, don't need it to untangle into something simple, something easy to explain. I contain multitudes, that's not confusion, that's the terrain of an actual personality instead of a persona built for the algorithm, built for the corona of attention that fades quick the second you stop performing. The version of yourself that got the crowd conforming to what they already expected walking in the door. I'd rather lose the crowd than lose the part to me that's core to who I actually am underneath the whole presentation. That's the only kind of art that survives past the generation. Just me, just myself. Just I ain't chasing what the room wants, ain't living the disguise. Just me, just myself. Just I, that's the only algorithm that I verify. Funny how the ones that judge the hardest never built a thing, never took the risk themselves. Just critique from the wing of the stage, they too scared to step foot on personally. Easy to have opinions when you got no skin in it. Honestly, I used to let it bother me, used to shrink a little, trim the edges off myself to fit the room, fit the riddle of what everybody else decided cool should look like. Realized eventually the game's rigged, that game's crooked, cause the goalpost always moves, definition always shifting. Impossible to win a game where the rules keep drifting based on who's judging. So I stopped playing that entirely. Started building something that's just mine, entirely, sincerely. Doesn't need the room's approval to feel like it's complete. Doesn't need the crowd's applause to know that it's legit. Concrete in its own foundation. Built on my own actual taste. That's the only kind of art that doesn't age, doesn't go to waste. Just me, just myself. Just I ain't chasing what the room wants, ain't living a disguise. Just me, just myself. Just I, that's the only algorithm that I verify. Spoken. Ab laughing. Real talk. Some of y'all need to hear this too. Whatever weird little thing makes you keep it. Don't trim it down for nobody. That's the whole point of the entire body work you're building. It's supposed to sound like you sense the anthem. That's the whole entire thesis. Individuality ain't a phase. It's the actual species of artists worth remembering, worth actually mattering. Past the moment, past the trend, past the current shattering class, deciding what's relevant this particular season. I'm building for the long run. That's the actual reason I stay stubborn about the things that make me different. Not out of ego, out of knowing that's the actual instrument I'm supposed to play. Not somebody else's borrowed rhythm. Just me, just myself. That's the whole entire system I operate within. Simple, honest, unashamed. Whatever's left when the trends fade, that's the only thing that remains true the whole way through. That's the actual accomplishment, not the numbers, not the moment. Just the honest document of a person who stayed themselves through all of the noise. That's the only victory that's actually mine, actually mine. Just me, just myself. Just I ain't chasing what the room wants, ain't living a disguise. Just me, just myself. Just I, that's the only algorithm that I verify. Light, on, fading. Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. Just me.
No alibi, y'all. No excuses, y'all. Check it out. Yo, mental prison's harder to escape than the physical ones. Some of these niggas free on paper, still shackled in their thoughts, still moving like the system's watching even when it's not. Still asking permission for a freedom they already got. I studied that early, studied the difference between actual chains and the ones that just live inside the mind. Unseen, but just as heavy, just as capable of stopping motion. Man free his body, but his thinking still in the ocean of somebody else's program, somebody else's limits. I broke that early, decided my mind would have no limits. Placed on it by nobody, not the block, not the system, not the doubt that tried to visit uninvited. I dismiss them. That's the real hustle, that's the real economy worth building. Freedom of thought, that's the currency, that's the actual gilding on a life worth living. Everything else just decoration. Get your mind free first, then worry about accumulation. Yeah, philosophy's beautiful, but philosophy don't feed you. Down here on the ground level, different logic gotta lead you through the actual mechanics of surviving in the trenches where the margins stand and every choice got real consequence. I move product like a business,
Keep the books exact, every transaction calculated, every risk assessed and backed by actual strategy. Not desperation, not chaos, co-precision, co-execution. That's the actual protocol. Watch the trap, watch the path, watch who's watching you. Paranoia ain't a flaw down here. It's actually overdue common sense. The streets don't forgive a moment to drop guard. That's the difference between staying free and doing harm. Time somewhere upstate. Think about the moves you should have made, so I stayed 3 steps ahead. Stay calculated, staying fresh. Enough to stay sharp, not enough to stay frozen. That's the balance the streets require. The balance I chose. Speaking truth, but let me add the missing piece. The reason all of this exists, the wanting that don't cease. Once you taste a little more, you always want a little further. That's the trap inside the hustle. That's the actual murder weapon, not the street themselves. But the hunger that don't settle once you get the chain. You want the whip to match the metal once you get the whip. You want the house to match the whip, endless upgrade. Endless one, endless slipping grip on what actually matters while you chasing the next flex. I seen it eat good men alive, seen the toll it collects from everybody around them. Family, friendship, sanity. Traded for a temporary high that cost your whole humanity. Eventually, that's the warning underneath the whole verse. Chase it smart, chase it conscious. Or the chasing get you worse than broken trees. You sent you empty if they're sitting on a fortune. That's the realest lesson hiding in the whole entire portion of this game. Nobody tells you when you young and hungry. Watch the wanting, or the wanting turns around and conquers you completely. About no alibi, y'all. That's the whole thing right there. No excuses.
My pops used to drive me around just to play the record. So listen to the bass line before you listen to anything else.
My pops was in the music way before I was even thought of. Used to tell me stories about the artists that he grew up on. Said hip-hop wasn't new when it hit the mainstream conscience. Said it came from something older, something with more substance behind it than the radio ever really let on. Told me about the block parties, told me about the dawn of something started local. Started out of nothing, just some kids and some turntables and a whole lot of trust in their own creativity over what was handed to them. That's the lineage I come from. That's the actual system I'm operating in. Not separate from the history, just the newest chapter in the book that's still a mystery. The people who arrive here without knowing what came first. Every artist that I study, every verse I ever verse myself in, stands on shoulders of the ones who built the ladder. So when I climb it now, I climb it knowing that it mattered way before I got here, way before my name existed. Respect the whole entire lineage, that's the thing I can't resist. It's same tape.
Different generation, still we gather.
Same conversation, different voices, still it matters.
Same table, why with the best of mine? Same table, that's the lineage.
Now I got my own little cousin asking me the questions I used to ask my pops, asking for the same directions through the culture, through the history, through the meaning behind the whole thing. And I catch myself now seeing my pop's voice come out my mouth when I explain it to her. Same patience, same care, same way that he continued, teaching without lecturing, just sharing what he cared about. That's the actual way the culture stays alive, no doubt. Not through the algorithm, not through what's trending currently, through the actual passing down the actual currency of somebody older sharing with somebody younger, sharing the why behind the what, sharing the actual hunger that made the whole thing worth creating in the first place. Not the fame, not the money, just the pure actual hard space it came from. That's the lesson that I'm passing forward now. Same table that my pop sat me at, I'm sitting somebody else down.
Same table, different generation, still we gather.
Same conversation, different voices, still it matters.
Still matters. Same table, why with the best of mine? Same table, that's the lineage.
Funny how the culture works like that. Somebody hands you something, you hand it back, but shake a little, but the core stays intact. That's not repetition, that's not going back. So when they ask me why I still study the old records, why I still reference cats from way before the modern version of the culture that they came up knowing, it's cause the roots matter, cause the root is what's growing, everything that came after. You can't separate the branches from the root system underneath without losing your chances of actually understanding why the tree looks the way it does. Every artist building now is building off of what it was before them. Whether they credit it or not, it's theirs. Underneath the surface, in the actual airs that the culture breathes. That's the same table, same conversation, just new voices adding to the same accumulation of wisdom, of style, of everything that made this matter in the first place. So when I'm gone, I hope the table still gathers people who care enough to pass it further down the line. Same table, different generation, still is mine.
Same table, different generation, still we gather. Same conversation, different voices, still it matters. Same
Every time.
Consciousness ain't a costume that you put on for the camera. It's the daily practice, the discipline, the actual grammar of how you move when nobody's watching, nobody's rating the performance. That's the real test, that's where the truth is waiting.
Word, I've been saying that since way before it was a hashtag real, recognize real. Everything else is just a rehash of somebody else's movement wearing borrowed language, borrowed clothing. Authenticity ain't trendy, but it's the only thing worth growing.
That's facts and growth is slow. Growth don't happen overnight. Everybody want the wisdom without putting in the fight for it. Without the years, without the actual labor. Instant knowledge is a myth. Respect the process, respect your neighbor.
On that same road, walking it different but walking together, that's the actual unity. Not agreeing on the weather every single time, just respecting each other's pace while we headed toward the same exact eventual place. Two minds, one purpose.
One purpose, two voices. Twin flame,
different paths, same fire underneath.
Twin flame,
different bars, same truth up in the teeth.
I write for the ones still finding their own lane.
Write for the ones tired of borrowed packaging.
Word is bond, word is bridge, word is the actual weapon.
Sharpen and careful, every syllable's a lesson.
I know somebody's watching, somebody's learning how to move.
From how we move, that's pressure, that's the actual proof.
That every bar we drop is bigger than the moment.
It's a blueprint for the ones still trying to own it.
The confidence, the clarity, the way you're speaking truth.
Without apology, without diluting what we do.
That's the gift we're passing, not the fame, not the flaws.
Just the actual courage to keep speaking without softening.
Voice out, two voices.
Worthy.
Twin flame, different paths, same fire underneath. Twin flame, different bars, same truth up in the teeth.
Some people think alone is stronger, think collab is weaker.
Nah, the strongest movement's always had more than one speaker.
O's the only thing that keeps a mind from sharing space.
We killed our ego at the door, that's how we found this place.
Where two different voices somehow make one clearer message.
Mark hours where competition turns to something closer to a blessing.
That's the real lesson hiding underneath the whole collaboration.
Unity ain't sameness, it's respect and variation. Two minds,
one purpose,
two voices.
Twin flame,
different paths, same fire underneath.
Twin flame,
different bars, same truth up in the teeth. Same fire,
same fire.
It's a blueprint for the ones still finding their own way. Trend bars strapping up to Michael or none stress.
Two different beautiful ones still trying to own in truth.
I write for the strongest, drunken subs have fire when clueless.
Word it, desk to layman, there's nobody watching in Bali. Once in power change to smell alone better.
Some people think you can have a load the way you've died.
Do they homage just to uncrit and not to belies? Bigger or stronger, like you could know God's ride.
Twas with track and blind swear in the searching girl riding.
Not about it, I don't know what further and twist.
That's the only thing that keeps a mind from sharing space.
Why the Ike full of music with the only dick?
No, what's this song?
What's this fungus when the wet? What would reveal clips and then to be found in the bin?
Wish you had a bullet times where you can find it in the wind. When you think you
can't get hard in rave around.
We dig hard at this work, we learn to reflect just for grin. Till the feeling with a bitch in the village, the village walk.
The very action, the fiction, every bin just in the drum.
I'm like tapping back and jump, I'm the rhythm teacher with skits. We could cherish over time a teacher, but I'm the risk gift. To risk good, the big words within a buck this the fit.
Here enduring some time that act on this, cause we could play God. Twin flame. Twin flame.
with smell tone. Yes, sound.
I still got your last voicemail saved, never deleted it. Never will, never will.
I
reminisce so you never fade from what I'm building. Every bar I write got a piece of you still living in it. In the cadence, in the way I hold a pause. Learned that from you, learned the timing, learned the actual cause behind the great verses of silence. Not just the talking, let me spell it for you. Let me show you what I'm walking toward every time I write your name into a rhythm. F is for the freedom that you always talked about, giving yourself permission to just be exactly who you were. R is for remember, that's a promise, that's for sure. E is for eternal, cause the love don't got no ending. E is for embrace, cause that's exactly how I send it. This went out to you, wherever you're existing now. F.R.E.E, that's the acronym, that's the vow I made the day they told me. Made it standing at your service, told myself I keep you living every time the verse is written. Every time the beat drop, every time I'm on stage, you right there with me. Not a memory, not a page, in a closed book, an open one. Still being written, still got chapters left with your name in it. F.R.E.E, forever remembered, eternally embraced. Can't nobody take that, can't nobody erase. F.R.E.E, that's the promise that I made every time they play this. That's a tribute to the one I believed before it made any sense to. Told me keep writing when the whole world said don't pursue this. Told me the talent was undeniable, was evident, way before anybody else could see it. Could see the president, version of myself that I could actually become. You saw it early, saw it clear, saw it before I done anything to prove it. That's the kind of faith that's rare, that's the kind of friendship that don't come but once. If you're lucky, everywhere I go now, I carry it. Carry the belief you gave me. Try to pass it forward to the next kid who needs somebody to tell him keep going, keep building, keep trusting the vision, even when it's foggy, even without precision on how it's gonna turn out. That's the faith you model. I'm just trying to live it forward, trying to keep the throttle open on the thing you believed in, the thing you saw. That's the debt I'm paying, that's the actual law. F.R.E.E, forever remembered, eternally embraced. Can't nobody take that, can't nobody erase. F.R.E.E, that's the promise that I made every time they play this. That's a tribute that gets lit before you, directly, not about you, to you, wherever you're at. However this reaches through whatever barrier exists between here and there. I hope you feel this, hope you know exactly how much I care still, how much this still means, how the loss ain't shrunk with time the way they said it would. Still hits the same, still stunned. Some mornings when the memory hits sudden, hits without warning, but I'd rather feel that than feel nothing, than feel the morning. Fading to forgetting, I'd rather carry the weight forever than pretend it doesn't still activate something in me every single time your name comes up. I miss you, plain and simple. Wish you could see how much has changed, how much I built on the foundation that you poured. Wish you were here to see it, wish you were here to applaud, but I'll settle for this, settle for the tribute, for the telling of your story every time I get the chance, every time I'm selling out of room. Know that you're the reason that I'm even in it. F.R.E.E, forever, that's the only way I'm finishing. F.R.E.E, forever remembered, eternally embraced. Can't nobody take that, can't nobody erase. F.R.E.E, that's the promise that I made every time they play this. That's the tribute that gets paid. This one's for you. Rest easy, we're still out here building on what you gave us. F.R.E.E.
Yo, every crew got its own language. If you don't know the code, you don't know the passage. Let me put you on. That's the code. Well, that's the code. Well, learn it or you're lost. That's the code. That's the code. Well, ain't no easy course. Stack Ivy, that's the paper. That's the money climbing steady. He been stacking Ivy quiet. That's why he's already ready. Ghost walk, that's the move when you gotta stay unseen. That's if ghosts walk through the block for the whole thing turn main solar flex. That's when new money gets a little too loud. Watch him solar flex the chain like he trying to blind a crowd. Whole wide, that's a setup. That's a trap dressed like a favor. She was cold wired from the jump. Should've clocked the whole behavior. Vault mouth, that's the one who never repeats what's said. Only tell it to a vault mouth. Everybody else in your head, concrete halo. That's the respect that the block hands out. Took years to earn that concrete halo. Ain't no shortcut, ain't no doubt. That's the code. Well, that's the code. Well, learn it or you're lost. That's the code. That's the code. Well, ain't no easy course. Slow burn, that's the one who's patient. Plays a long game right, he's a slow burn, don't rush nothing. Move correct, not fast, not light. Fast fade, that's the one who vanishes when things get real. Watch for the fast fade, they disappear the second static's real. Ghost static, that's attention. That's the buzz that comes with shine. Careful with ghost static, it don't always age out fine. Brick tongue, that's the one who tells you straight. Don't soften it, trust the brick tongue over somebody sweet just for profit. Night glass, that's the feeling
like somebody's watching close. Block been feeling like night glass lately. Everybody knows paper wings, that's the exit. That's the getting out clean plan. Build a paper wing squad. Gonna fly soon as I can. That's the code. Well, that's the code. Well, learn it on your laws. That's the code. That's the code. Well, ain't no easy course. Started with stack ivy, ended with paper wings. Ghost walk past the night glass, avoided all the cold wire things. Kept the vault mouth tight, ain't let the gold static win. Built the concrete halo slow. Brick tongue telling where I've been. Some fast fade when it's smoke. I'm a slow burn to the end. That's the whole entire code. That's the language that I spent. My whole life speaking fluent, speaking native, speaking true. If you made it to this verse, congratulations. Now you speak it too. That's the code. Well, that's the code. Well, learn it on your laws. That's the code. That's the code. Well, ain't no easy course. That's the glossary. That's the whole vocabulary. Pass it to the next one. Keep the language necessary.
Yo, put it on, this ain't the warm-up.
This the real one. Yo, I write with a scalpel while these niggas write with a sledgehammer. Every bar's precision, every line's a different weapon grammar. You rap like the rough draft, I rap like the final edit. Polish for its finish, that's a gift, better credit. Where it's due now, forget the credit. I don't need the praise, I need the respect that comes automatic when the bars is crazy. You in the minor leagues playing dress up like you major. I'm the reason your whole style got a permanent absence flavor. Next to it, borrow cadence, borrow swagger, borrowed everything original as a photocopy of a photocopy. That's a heavy thing to carry. Yeah. That's a heavy weight to rhyme under. I'm the standard, I'm the sailing, I'm the reason for the thunder. When my verse drop, ain't no mystery, ain't no debate. I set the bar so high, you need a ladder just to relate to half of what I'm doing on a Tuesday. Casual, weight class different, this ain't even close to actual. Some niggas rhyme for clout. I rhyme cause it's a calling. Difference is permanent. Difference is why you're falling off after one hot 16 while my whole catalog's timeless. You a moment, I'm a movement. You a headline, I'm the byline that actually built the whole publication. Foundation, situation, just visiting. I live here, that's a different conversation. Entirely. You can't argue with the math. With the archive, check the record, check the bars, check who's still alive. And the conversation years later. That's the actual metric, not the numbers on a Tuesday. Not who's currently prolific. This week legacy is different. Legacy takes longer. Building something that gets heavier the more the years get stronger around it. That's the actual weight class I'm competing in. Not the flavor of the moment. Not the trending origin story. I'm the whole encyclopedia. You the footnote. Put that on repeat and study it. That's the actual blueprint I wrote. Man, why won't we switch up something that works? Same crew since the corner, same crew infinite. Trends come, trends go, we the one thing that's definite. Everybody chasing the sound of whatever's currently hot. We just make what feels right, that's the only actual plot we ever had. Never had a business plan for relevance, just had the music, had the craft, had the actual elegance of doing something honest instead of doing something calculated. Watch the fast money fade while the real things stay elevated. Slow and steady, that's the pace, that's the actual philosophy. Ain't in a rush to blow up, rather build it properly, brick by brick, year by year, show by show, town by town. That's how you build something that don't ever come crashing down. The second the trend cycles, the second the wind shifts, we still here. Same crew, same sound, same gifts. Refined a little sharper, but the core is still intact. That's the actual flex, longevity, that's a fact. Since the beginning, same crew, same devotion. Trends come and go, but we the constant motion. Same since the corner, same since the first take. Still here, still building, that's the only claim we stay. People asking how we still relevant this many years in. Simple answer, never chase relevant. Chase the discipline of getting better every session, every cipher, every show. That's the only metric that we ever cared to know. Not the charts, not the algorithm, not the moment's applause. Just the craft itself, just refine it. Just because it's worth doing right regardless if the whole world's watching. That's the actual reason we still here, still not stopping. While the ones that chase the trend cycle burned out completely. Faded when the sound changed, faded when the culture briefly moved past what they were selling. We just kept building steady. Same foundation, same crew, same sound, always ready. But whatever comes, cause we ain't built around the moment. We built around the practice, built around the actual component that doesn't expire. The skill, the craft, the actual bomb, right when Renus and the music. That's the thing that carries on. Same crew, same devotion. Trends come and go, but we the constant motion. Same since the corner, same since the first take. Still here, still building. That's the only claim we stay. That's really it. That's the whole secret. No formula, no gimmick, no reinvention every season. Just showing up. Same crew, same reason. Every single time. Same since still here. That's the only headline that matters.
everybody on deck.
On deck,
Yeah, roll call, everybody on deck.
on deck,
Yeah, roll call, everybody on deck.
on deck,
Yeah, roll call, everybody on deck. Present, let's move. Present, let's move.
on deck,
Yeah, roll call, everybody on deck.
on deck,
Yeah, roll call, everybody on deck. Full roster, full power, everybody in position. Full roster, no weak link in the whole entire mission. Full roster, watch the hand off, watch it seamless. Full roster, that's the reason that we always come up clean.
But first up, setting the tempo, setting the pace. Everybody watching how I carry the space between the words, between the silence and the sound. Confidence walking in the room before I make a single
Then I
sound.
follow, raise the temperature a little. When he set the tone, I'm here to hit the middle. Gear, shift it up a notch, keep the momentum climbing. Every voice I follow gotta match the energy of
Now
timing.
it's mine, and I ain't here to just maintain it. I'm here to elevate the whole thing, here to straighten it. Past the ceiling that the other two just set up. Watch me push the energy into the whole ground.
And I close it, bring it home, bring it full circle. 4 different voices, but the message stay one purpose. That's the action skill, not just being individually nice. It's knowing how to fit inside the larger sacrifice. Full roster, full power, everybody in position. Full roster, no weak link in the whole entire mission. Full roster, watch it seamless. Full roster, that's the reason that we always come out clean with it.
Switching up the order, keep them guessing on the sequence. Unpredictable but calculated, that's the actual essence of a crew that's been together long enough to trust it. Nobody's scared to pass the torch, nobody got us.
Right, cause trust is the foundation. Trust is what allows the tempo shift, the energy shift. But
To sound like one entity, even with 4 different voices. That's not luck. That's years of making the right choices about who to build with, about who actually adds, instead of subtracting from the sound. That's rare. That's
Swing
rare.
them in slide, turn again. Watch the energy still building, never plateaus, never coast, always still fulfilling the promise of the hook, the promise of the name. Full roster, everybody bringing something to the frame.
Full roster, full power, everybody in position. Full roster, no weak link in the whole entire mission. Full roster, full roster, that's the reason that we always come out clean with it.
No in the rolls, where Roman cards roll. When they hit the wrong room, Mozzie, you and no score.
Watch the whole thing accelerate.
Watch it cleanse.
Watch it peak.
Watch us land it perfect every single time.
That's the roster, that's the crew, that's the whole design.
Full roster, full power, everybody in position. Full roster, no weak link in the whole entire mission. Full roster, watch the handoff, watch it seamless. Full roster, that's the reason that we always come out clean with it.
Roll call complete.
Do it in the sound. Every boy's calm. Everybody accounted. Everybody's the counter for roster. Every time.
Low home building. Yo, some days the pressure just don't let up. That's your point, feel it, feel. That's your point, never still. That's your point, feel it, feel. That's your point, never still. Head spinning, ceiling closing, rumors shrinking in with every deadline stacking on the last one. Never linear, the timeline circular, repetitive, a loop that never opens. Up into a straight line, just the knot keeps on roping. Tight around my chest, my breath is shorter than the patience of the people counting on me. Count on the calculations. I ain't even sure I'm making right. Second guessing constant. Doubt is loud, doubt is present, doubt is dominant, it's prominent. That's your point, never still. That's your point, feel it built. That's your point, never still. Reminds me of a dream I had, a hallway never ended. Doors on every side, but none of them worth opening. Just hallway, just fluorescent light and buzzing overhead. Just walking, just the echo of my own 2 feet instead of any actual direction. Any actual arrival, that's what the pressure feels like. That's the daily survival. Instinct kicking in, just move, just keep the motion going. Even when the destination's foggy, even when it's snowing.
Division, that's the pressure, that's the weather. Side my head most mornings before I get it together. Enough to function, enough to fake it till it's real. That's the actual grind nobody sees, that's the actual deal.
That's your point, feel it, feel. That's your point, never still.
general sensation. Mine come from the silence, mine come from isolation. Being the one that's supposed to have it figured, have it settled, while internally I'm scrambling. Internally I'm rattled by the same doubts everybody has, but nobody shows it. Cause showing it feels dangerous. Feels like everyone would know it then. Know the whole facade, the whole thing that I'm performing. Crack wide open, vulnerable, exposed without a warning.
That's your point, feeling built. That's your point, never still. That's your point, feeling built. That's your point, never still. Makes me think about a levee, holding back a river. Cracks start small, invisible. Then suddenly they deliver the whole flood at once. No warning, no slow leak, just pressure, pressure, pressure. Then the levee finally speaks its actual condition. And by then it's already breaking. That's the danger in the quiet, and the pressure that keeps building, aching. Underneath a calm exterior, that's the real risk, the real danger. Not the visible crack, it's the invisible pressure, the stranger. That's your point, feeling built. That's your point, feeling built. That's your point, never still. Threat that nobody addresses till it's already flooded. So I'm learning how to speak it for the levee's already crumbling. Learning that the silence is the actual enemy here. Not the pressure itself, just the silence, just the fear of admitting that it's heavy. That's the actual first step toward carrying it different, toward finally getting some rest.
Not enough. I risk myself on my homies on the soldier in the dark. I risk myself on my keyword at the real. Like it ill, though yourself when we getting wrapped like I hear some devil that we jump in jail. When these houses out on A and solventless. What's God when you raw?
That's your point.
Still here though, still standing. That's not nothing.
That's your point. Feeling built.